All right, everybody. Hello and good evening to you all. Welcome to another session of Power Session with yours truly, DMP Speaks. Welcome, welcome, and welcome. How are you doing? How are you feeling? What's going on, my beautiful, beautiful people? I hope that you are feeling blessed. I hope that you are feeling empowered because tonight is all about getting out of rut, about changing the things that you say about yourself. What are we talking about tonight? The topic is 3 ways to overcome negative self-talk. That's what we're talking about tonight. Welcome to DMPSpeaks live stream coming right at you on all my social media platforms. I'm glad to be with you on tonight. I need you guys to do me a favor. Please share this on your page. Please tag some people in it. Give me some good energy because that's what I need tonight. I need to feel your energy. I need to feel your hearts. I need to feel your likes. I need you to share. I need you to share. And I'm going to say it one more time. I need you to share. Please share this with someone. Tonight, again, my topic tonight is 3 ways to overcome negative self-talk. Now, if you don't know who I am, my name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMP Speaks. I'm an empowerment speaker, but I'm also a self-esteem / confidence coach. I do these lives every Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is not just for your viewing pleasure, but this is to empower you, to help you develop yourself, to show you in the next 15 to 20 minutes to get some nuggets to help you be the best version of yourself, not somebody else, but the best version that you can be for you and yours. So with that being said, let's jump into this topic. Again, the topic is 3 ways to overcome negative self-talk. Now, you guys know what I usually like to do is give you some kind of statistic or give you a quote to open this up. So this is a quote that I felt like was very powerful. I mean, absolutely powerful because it really spoke to my spirit. It really spoke to my mind, my intellect. The quote says, "Don't be a victim of negative self-talk. Remember, you are listening." This is from Mr. Bob Proctor. So I'll read this again. Bob Proctor says, don't become a victim of negative self-talk. Remember that you are listening. Now, what does that mean? That means that it's more than just anybody else hearing you talking about being or talking and saying negative self-talk, having those negative words. You are listening to what you are putting out about yourself. It's what you are saying about yourself to yourself. So don't become that victim that you're talking bad about yourself. Because that's what negative self-talk is, that you're pulling yourself down continuously. Negative self-talk comes from a place of depression. And before I get into it, I'm going to be talking about how to overcome your depression on my new radio show called Speak Out Loud. It is on the Fire 716 radio station where you can get this and you can download this on your app store or Android. I speak every Saturday at 2 p.m. And this Saturday, I'm going to be talking about 3 ways, right, to overcome your depression. So I just want to guys just throw that out to you. Just a real quick plug for that for this Saturday at 2 p.m. But negative self-talk comes from depression. It comes from anxiety. It comes from unhappiness. But one of the biggest things that I want to talk about really quickly, negative self-talk also comes from habit. Think about that for a moment. A lot of what we say about ourselves is habitual. We continue to say it over and over again, that we're dumb, we're stupid, that nobody will love us. So we make these negative words, these negative phrases, a habit. And because they become a habit, we continuously say these things, to ourselves, not to somebody else, but to ourselves. And we say it so much, we start to believe what we're saying. And a lot of the negative self-talk, if we can be honest, is really not true. It's how we perceive ourselves. It's how we look at our own selves. And we make that a bad habit. We know that habits can be made in 21 days, right? But if you're saying this for 21 to 30 days, you have made this a habit, a part of your life. So you have absolutely attached yourself unwillingly, unknowingly to this negative self-talk. Now, here's my stat. 80%, now listen to this, everybody. 80% of our daily thoughts are negative. Let that sink in for a moment. 80% of your daily thoughts, daily thoughts, not your talks, but daily thoughts are negative. That's a huge, huge percentage of your thought process in a 24-hour span. It's negative. Because negative self-talk doesn't just affect your mental capacity, your mental space. It also affects your physical. Because if you are feeling like this mentally, what do you think it's going to do to your physical? It's not going to allow you to get out of bed in the morning. You're going to have hard time sleeping because of that depression, because of that anxiety, because of that fear. You're not going to be able to move forward in your life. You might go to work, but you're sluggish to work. You might be going to school. You might be hanging out with friends and smiling, but there's a depression. There's a deep depression that nobody sees, that anxiety that nobody sees, that hurt, that pain that nobody sees. Because it makes you feel like you don't want to do nothing. It stops you in your tracks. Like I said, you don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to hang out with friends. You don't want to read. You don't feel happy because of the words that come out of your mouth. And what causes negative self-talk? No self-care. I know we kind of throw that phrase around, but it is rarely true. It's very, very, very true. When you don't have any self-care for yourself, when you're not caring for yourself, you're not putting time in for yourself, you're not taking time out for yourself, that can cause negative self-talk. Because if you don't have that healthy outlook or that healthy place to go to, not even just mentally, even physically, if you don't have that place to go to, the negative conversations and associations that you make with other people or with yourself, right? Or having that times of loneliness or isolation, that can bring all that negative self-talk, because you're continuously feeding yourself the wrong thing. That's like eating something rotten, something bad. Those words that you are putting out in the atmosphere, in your own atmosphere, in your own home, in your car, when you're by yourself on your couch, when you're in your car, when you are just by yourself in your bedroom, if you're constantly saying these negative words, the negative self-talk starts to grow. For example, when you tell yourself, I'm stupid, I can never do anything, I'm not educated enough, I will never be loved, I will always be by myself, or this is a big one, nobody wants me. See, you got to take back your life. You got to take back who you are. And you can't keep putting out these negative words expecting a different outcome. That's like, I don't know if you ever heard this phrase, that's like a dog, and I'm not calling anybody a dog, but I'm just giving you a phrase, so don't shoot me, right? Don't throw me to the side, right? But it's like a dog going back to his vomit. So you're putting out all of this stuff, right? And you're going back and you're picking it up. Or even more importantly, you're regurgitating this negative self-talk constantly. But you don't have to live like this, y'all. Your life doesn't have to be like this. There's a change that you have to make, and I believe that you can. And I want to help you tonight for the next 5 to 6 minutes. I want to give you some things, 3 things to help you fight against negative self-talk. If you got your iPad, if you got your phone, pencil, paper, whatever that you have, I want you to jot these things down. And I want you to find out how you can apply these things. Maybe you can't apply them today, but maybe tomorrow, or maybe next Tuesday, or next Friday, or 2 weeks from now, you're going to need these nuggets. The first one is be aware of what you say. You have to really be so intentional about what you say and be careful what you are saying. I've said it already. What you put out in the atmosphere, again, not to somebody else, but to yourself. Watch what you say, right? To yourself. If you're constantly feeding yourself negative things, negativity, that's what's going to follow you. You got to be careful what you say, what you put out, what you are producing. You're producing the not so good things that are not helping you. You might say, well, how am I supposed to change this? But you got to be aware. Sometimes when you're saying these things, you're not even aware it's damaging you. It might not show like a physical scar, but it'll start to be a scar if you don't take care of and watch and be careful what you say to yourself, that negative self-talk, because it's going to start to hinder you if you're not continuously being aware of what you say or what comes out of your mouth. Life and death is in the power of this tongue right here. You can speak life, because we talk about speaking life into other people, and that's wonderful. But tonight we're talking about speaking life into yourself. Because if you're not speaking life into yourself, you can be damaging yourself by the words that you say. And sometimes we don't recognize that. And I'm hoping in this session tonight, this live, that you recognize some of the words that you say to yourself have not really been helping you. And I want you guys, if you're enjoying this, I want you to share this with someone. I want you to share it on all my social media platforms. I want you to put this on your page. I want you to send this to your friend. I want you to send this to your family member, your coworker, somebody, because somebody needs to be broken off of this negative self-talk tonight. And again, share this with someone. Number 2, because I'm running out of time. I got 2 minutes. Focus on the positive things in your life. There's so much negativity that's going on. We've had mass shootings. We've had one here in Buffalo. Of course, it's been, national. We've had those babies that lost their lives with that harsh display of negativity and hatred. Those babies losing their lives, and those teachers, and so on and so forth. It's just been a lot. But we have to be able to focus. You might say, well, how can I focus on the good things and the positive things? Because if you look throughout your whole life right now, just take a moment. Close your eyes. I'm closing my eyes too, so I want to be a part of this. Close your eyes. Yes, you know there's a lot of things going on, but think about the things that are working for you. Think about the things that could have happened. Think about the things that should have happened, that could have destroyed you, that could have took you out, but they didn't. That's something that you can be grateful for. What's going right in your life? The new things, the adventures, the new opportunities, the open doors, getting into your purpose. Maybe not there fully, but some things are working out, because you can still be dealing with grief and still be champion in other areas. Believe me, I can tell you so many things right now, because I understand what it takes to feel like you're on the mountaintop and things are going well, but then there are other situations that are going on, and you can't control it. You can only trust, and I'm a believer, you can only trust God in those situations. So you got to look at the positive things in your life. Maybe you don't have 100 to talk about. Maybe you got 2. You're alive. You're breathing on your own. You have a job. You got family. You got support, because everybody doesn't have that. So focus on the great things, the positive things in your life. The last one is, and this is a big one, and I'm done. 2 more minutes. I promise. I promise. And share this with somebody. Please share this with someone. And I'm almost done. The last one is be nice to yourself for a change. Sometimes we're so hard on ourselves, y'all. I'll say that again because I don't think I heard me the first time. We can be so hard on ourselves so we don't give ourselves a chance. We don't give ourselves a break. Take it easy on yourself. Speak well of yourself. I had a big sister that said to me, "You're so hard on yourself. You're not even giving yourself a chance to be great because you're so hard on yourself and you can't grow." And I had to think about it. I'm like, yeah, I am too hard on myself. So I'm telling you, stop being so hard and so harsh on yourself. Learn how to be nice to yourself. Get some affirmations, read some books, write some things that are really going well for you. Find a hobby, right? Get out, do something nice. Even if you got to go by yourself. You know how many times as a man that I went out and did stuff by myself, and I'm married, I'm happily married. But there are times that I had to go do some things by myself and I enjoyed it because I know I needed some me time. I needed time to think, not about the bad things, but also to sit down and think about the good things that are going on in my life. And you got to celebrate your small wins, your small victories. That's what it's all about. So I want to leave you with this. Stop being so negative about yourself. I know things are not the best right now, but they are going to turn around. And this is not me saying it's going to turn around in a day or two. But if you start speaking well, speaking positive, speaking strong, speaking confident, things will eventually turn around. You got to have some faith in something. You got to have some trust in God. If you don't, you got to trust in something solid. And I would just invite you all to put your all in to what God has given you as your purpose. And one of the things is to speak well, because like I said, there's life and death in this tongue. Speak life into yourself. Speak life into your situations. Speak life so that when things do get hard, you're not waiting to see if there's positivity. You already got some positivity, so you gotta exercise that. Make that a habit. Let's make less of a habit of the negative self-talk. Let's start speaking positive and speaking life into ourselves. That's what's going to help us change and fight negative self-talk. Listen, if you are looking for a coach, you need a one-on-one coaching, you just need some help with overcoming negative self-talk or any topic that you're dealing with when it comes to self-esteem and confidence and building up and developing yourself, I want you to send me a DM. I want you to send it now. In the comments or in the email, you can email me at DMPSpeaks@gmail.com. If you want to get on my messenger on one of my social media outlets, you can DM me and say, "Coaching, I need help." And I will talk to you and I will see what I can do to help you out, because I'm here to help. I'm in the business of helping, and I want to see you become the best version that you can be. Listen, join me this Saturday again at 2 p.m. I'm doing a live radio show. My show, Speak Out Loud, on Fire 716 Radio at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm inviting you all to this cookout of empowerment and strength and power. That's how we're going to do it. Let's go to get it, y'all. I'll see you on next week. And as always, everybody, I want you to have a great night. Peace.